When a woman wants to sleep with you, she will change this in front of you. Most men don't lose sexual opportunities because they're unattractive. They lose them because they miss the window. A woman can show interest, create privacy, allow closeness, linger at the door, and still never say the words out loud. If you don't understand what changes when she wants to sleep with you, you'll either do nothing or do too much. This video shows the 20 shifts that matter most. And the final one is the narrowest window of all, because once it passes, the tension often disappears. 1. She changes how much skin she's comfortable showing. Have you ever noticed a woman adjust her clothing in a way that makes her feel more visible around you? This isn't about accidental exposure. It's about comfort. She may remove a jacket, loosen a button, pull her hair off her neck, or stop hiding behind layers. When sexual tension rises, she becomes more aware of how her body looks in your eyes. She lets herself be seen a little more because she wants to know how you respond. If you stare like you've never seen a woman before, the tension dies. 2. She changes her sitting position to open her body. Does she shift from closed-off posture into something more physically open? A woman who is uncomfortable protects her torso, angles away, keeps her knees tight, or holds objects in front of her body. When sexual interest appears, those barriers soften. She may lean back, uncross her legs, angle her hips toward you, or settle in a way that makes the conversation feel more intimate. She isn't just listening anymore. She's letting the physical space between you become charged. Notice whether she keeps choosing closeness. 3. She changes the conversation toward sex without naming it directly. Ever hear her suddenly joke about being trouble, behaving badly, chemistry, temptation, or what happens behind closed doors? Many women test sexual energy indirectly before they become direct. She says something playful that gives you room to respond without forcing her to overexpose herself. She opens a sexual frame and watches whether you can handle it. If you become crude or needy, you fail. If you stay playful and grounded, she learns the sexual side of you has control. That is what keeps tension alive. Pause for a second. If you're actually locked in, comment, noticed. Let's see who pays attention before the obvious signs appear. 4. She changes how close she lets your bodies get. Have you noticed she no longer steps back when you enter her space? Early attraction has distance. Sexual attraction starts tolerating closeness. She may stand hip to hip at a bar, sit thigh to thigh on a sofa, or let your knees touch without moving away. When she wants possibility, she allows closeness to remain. One accidental touch means very little. Staying close after noticing it means much more. Her body is saying, "This closeness isn't a problem. Let me know if this is hitting home." Drop steady below if you've ever felt that closeness and knew you had to stay calm. 5. She changes the way she touches you. Does her touch move from friendly to lingering? A hand that stays, slides, squeezes, or returns to the same area is different. Sexual touch has duration. It has pressure. It often lands on more charged places: chest, waist, thigh, back of the neck, lower arm. She may touch you while making eye contact because she's checking whether contact creates heat between you. Match gently. Give her room to continue or pull away. 6. She changes her voice into something more private. Ever notice her voice getting lower, slower, or breathier when the mood shifts? That's not just flirting. That's intimacy entering the sound of the conversation. She may speak near your ear, drop her volume, pause before certain words, or let a sentence hang so both of you feel it. Vocal attraction research shows people alter pitch and tempo around people they desire. When her voice becomes private, she's changing the atmosphere from "we're talking" to "there's something happening between us." 7. She changes how she reacts to your sexual confidence. Does she test you with a provocative comment, then watch your face? When a woman is sexually interested, she often wants to know whether you can handle heat without becoming reckless. She may tease you about being dangerous, ask what kind of man you are, or imply that you have a side she hasn't seen yet. She isn't only flirting. She's measuring your steadiness. A man who can smile, hold eye contact, and answer with control becomes more attractive. 8. She changes what she lets you notice. Have you seen her become aware of your eyes on her, then allow it instead of shutting it down? She may catch you noticing her legs, mouth, waist, or the way she moves, and instead of covering up or changing the subject, she pauses. Maybe she smiles. Maybe she adjusts herself slowly. Maybe she keeps the moment alive for one extra second. It means she knows there's sexual attention, and she's not immediately rejecting it. Appreciation builds tension. Consumption kills it. 9. She changes her pace. Does she start moving more slowly around you? Sexual tension often slows the body down. She may take longer to stand, sip, walk, fix her hair, put on a coat, or leave the room. Desire creates moments people don't want to end too quickly. When she slows down, she's creating time for something to happen. A rushed woman is usually trying to exit. A lingering woman is often allowing the moment to ripen. Notice whether her slowness brings her closer to you, not farther away. 10. She changes from polite laughing to turned-on laughing. Ever hear her laugh in a way that feels warmer, lower, and more physical than before? Friendly laughter stays in the face. Sexual laughter moves through the body. She may drop her head, lean into you, touch you while laughing, or look at your mouth right after. That laugh is her nervous system releasing tension. If she laughs and moves closer, that's different from laughing and stepping away. The direction after the laugh tells you what it meant. 11. She changes the amount of privacy she wants. Does she suddenly prefer the quieter corner, the walk alone, the empty kitchen, the balcony, the cab ride together, or the place where the group can't hear? Sexual desire often needs privacy before it can become honest. She may not say, "I want to be alone with you." She may simply create the condition where being alone becomes natural. If she chooses privacy and keeps the energy warm, she's moving the interaction away from performance and toward possibility. That's where your calm matters most. 12. She changes how much she talks about her body. Have you noticed her mentioning being cold, hot, tired, tense, needing a massage, loving touch, or feeling sensitive? These comments aren't always sexual, but in the right context, they can be invitations into physical awareness. She is bringing the conversation back to her body. She may say her shoulders are tight, her feet hurt, or she likes when someone plays with her hair. Don't pounce on it. Respond lightly. If she keeps bringing her body into the conversation, she's making physical closeness easier to imagine. 13. She changes the way she receives compliments. Does she stop deflecting when you say something attractive about her? When she wants the tension, she lets the compliment land. She may hold your gaze. Say, "Thank you," more softly. Ask what exactly you mean, or give you a look that invites you to continue. She's letting herself be desired in front of you. The change isn't the compliment. The change is her willingness to stay inside the feeling it creates. 14. She changes her questions from who you are to how you are. Ever notice her questions become more intimate and more physical? She stops asking only about work, plans, and hobbies. She starts asking what turns you on, what kind of women you like, whether you're affectionate, whether you're dominant, whether you're good at reading people, or whether you're trouble. She's building a sexual picture of you. She wants to know what being close to you would feel like. When she asks about your romantic or physical style, she's imagining herself in the answer. 15. She changes how she responds to your hand near hers. Does she leave her hand close enough to be touched? This is one of the cleanest physical tests. If her hand stays open, relaxed, and near yours, she may be allowing contact to happen. If you touch her lightly and she squeezes, relaxes, or keeps contact, the signal grows stronger. If she pulls away, you stop. The confident man reads the response immediately. Desire stays alive when she feels free to choose it. 16. She changes her exit behavior. Have you noticed she says she should go but doesn't actually leave? She checks her phone, gathers her things slowly, repeats the same point, lingers at the door, or hugs you longer than the situation requires. Her words are closing the night, but her body is keeping it open. She may be giving you a final chance to make the next move with clarity and respect. Don't pressure. Don't beg. Name the moment lightly. If she wants it, she'll usually help the moment continue. 17. She changes how she handles inhibition talk. Does she start talking about needing to behave, not trusting herself, being tipsy, or making bad decisions? This can be sexual, but it requires maturity. If alcohol is involved, the safest and most attractive move is restraint. A woman who wants you when she's clear will respect the man who doesn't push when things are blurred. Sexual confidence is not taking advantage of lowered inhibition. It's being wanted when she's fully able to choose. 18. She changes what happens after accidental contact. Does a brush of the leg, shoulder, or hand turn into a pause? Accidental contact becomes sexual when it gets acknowledged and allowed. If your knees touch and she instantly moves away, there is your answer. If your knees touch and she stays, looks at you, smiles, or lets the contact continue, the moment has changed. The body has created a question. Her stillness is part of the reply. The more charged the contact feels, the less force you need. Pressure is what insecure men use when they don't trust mutual desire. 19. She changes the meaning of the place you're in. Have you noticed her start treating a normal location like it has sexual possibility? A sofa becomes closer. A kitchen becomes private. A car becomes intimate. A doorway becomes charged. A bedroom reference suddenly appears. She may say she's comfortable, tired, cold, curious, or not ready for the night to end. The setting didn't change. Her framing did. That's the shift. She is turning the setting into a place where intimacy could happen. But possibility is not a contract. The only move that matters is the one she clearly wants in the moment. 20. She changes from hinting to waiting. What is the final change most men miss? She stops adding more signals and simply stays there with you, quiet and present. The moment is ready, but she still needs you to be clear, calm, and respectful. For more dating and relationship advice daily, subscribe.